Hey. He's got that screwdriver.
And a handyman disguise.
Can he fix it?
Handyman.
Yeah. Agent 47, the builder.
I'm on the ball. Don't worry.
Now that would be a great thing to see. Agent 47 in licensed properties hired to murder famous peoples. Yes.
You mean like Gary Busey,
You've been hired to kill Mickey Mouse. Oh no, not Mickey Mouse. And he has to like put on costumes.
In Disney? And he can't run into the other people because Disney has that weird rule?
Yep. That'd be good.
They find out he's not actually a Disney employee.
Yeah, I'm sure they would license that so that he could just straight up murder all their characters.
Yeah. And Ryan,
just take their heads right off.
He gets busted because he, when someone asks him for directions and he points, he doesn't use the Disney point, so they know he's not a real Disney employee.
Doesn't know how to do any of the animations.
Well,
he'd have to study up on.
Disney World has like a rule that whenever you point, like if somebody asks you for directions and you point, you have to use 2 fingers because one is considered rude.
I see.
Yeah. And you also apparently always have to be smiling at all times, except for if you, except for people.
What would be a property that they could put him in? So you'd have to be like a rated R property or something. I'm trying to think now. There's some of the, huh? Oh no, just in general, like a property that's dark that would fit in with the tone of Hitman. Like one you could actually legitimately see is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Fast and the Furious or any of those type.
Yeah,
like if they were to just grab like big, oh man, murdering The Rock as a movie star, that would feel, ooh. That's a pretty dark thing to say.
So it's just Vin Diesel and Rock at that point.
I mean, and the rest of the people in those movies.
Star Wars. It's not rated R, but you could totally just murder.
Yeah, I don't know.
The MCU?
Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking like, I don't know.
Murders 15-year-old
like expendable, like Alien vs Predator or something like that. Horror movies. Oh man. What if he was murdering the murderers? Like
Freddy versus
Jason
versus 47?
You just fill a level with like Texas Chainsaw Guy with like Slender Man with like Freddy.
Ryan,
just
it's Freddy versus
load it
Jason
up.
versus 47.
47 wins.
Obviously.
Actually, no. Reality says Jason wins against everybody. Sadly.
All right, so Chris, where are we at now? You just wandering?
I'm just looking for a black hat.
Okay. Why did you choose the handyman?
The reason
because I looked around, there wasn't very many people I had to worry about running into. In fact, there's just one.
The reason, by the way, Kyle, Jason would win is because Jason comes back even when he dies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you could win, but he just keeps coming. I mean, at a certain point, you'd either get tired of fighting him or you would fight him for so long you'd be old and die. So, realistically, Jason.
You could do, like, what if you, like, sealed him in, like, concrete or something, and he's still alive, but he's just...
he can teleport. Like, he can literally do... yeah. That's what happened in Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy just kept killing him. And then Jason is just like, I don't die. And then he'd just come back and Freddy would get infuriated. Because he's like, I don't understand what's happening. Then eventually Jason brought Freddy out to not the dream world, and then I believe the people help Jason kill Freddy.
Well, that's weird.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. And then they run themselves. I don't know. I think they tried to kill both of them. Because there was like, they had people in that movie, which I was like, that's a dumb thing to do. I thought this was just supposed to be...
The same thing they did in Alien vs. Predator. Also, there's some Marines for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally made them like stereotypical teenager group type people, because it's a campy movie.
2 people fucked at the start of it, and the girl dies right off the bat, obviously.
Yeah.
The black
I felt like they did it just as like an homage because like this is the type of people that both Jason and Freddy technically usually kill.
Yep. All right.
That wasn't a good movie. Jason.
Yeah. Let's be honest, most of the Friday the 13th are not good movies. But those horror franchises tend to be like best at the start, right? Like there's a lot of Saw movies. What's the best Saw movie, Ryan?
1 and then 2.
Yep.
Okay, but to be fair, Child's Play 6
1
was
really
like fucking good.
What? There's a 6th Child's Play? There's more than 2?
It's actually fantastic. Yeah, like 4 and 5 were terrible, and then 6 was actually really good.
Yeah, just like the Rocky movies.
The doll thing never did it for me. Like I don't understand getting scared by a doll.
Well, it can kill you.
Man, I don't like the fucking...
But it's small. It's a doll.
Ryan, would you not be afraid of Mighty Mouse? He's small.
Like this, the fighter?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he could legitimately fuck me up.
So could Chucky.
No, I mean, listen. Like he has to get you when you're sleeping or something. My perspective on that is anyone can get you when you're sleeping. Like when you're sleeping.
Including Freddy Krueger.
Like if you were to put me in a cage with the Child's Play doll with no weapons, what's he gonna do? He's got no. I'll just stomp on him. He's done. He's crushed. He's got plastic arms. That's why Jason at least worked a little bit, because I was like, he's just this big lumbering dude that doesn't ever die or always comes back from the dead.
Which ironically, he was actually in the first one he was still like small, wasn't he?
Yeah, smaller, I think. Well, then they kept up. You know how those movies work. Yeah. They always upgrade them.
Yeah, but he wasn't even the guy in the mask until the second one, right? He was just like, I think the people didn't even know his identity until the end.
Maybe what they need to do is we don't need those guys as targets. Those need to be costumes you can put on in the Age of 47 game.
Or you can put on a Jason mask. Yep.
Yeah, just be Jason with a machete. And then record dialogue of people freaking out.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the pint-sized slasher.
So at this point, I'm kind of thinking, like, I'm trying to look from the rooftop to see if I can see anything.
Okay. That's not a bad plan.
Does the pint-sized slasher...
What you
and
have
this is
seen
where
is that you can
I
get into the
realized
party
something.
that way.
Yeah. I just realized that.
Okay.
The pint-sized slasher also always drinking a pint.
That's not what that...
Yeah. I know what you're referencing is supposed to be his height. I'm saying you got to make the pun twice as much as good.
Okay. It was a specific character from I want to say it was like Fallout 3 when they were like stuck in Pleasantville.
Fallout 3 I did not beat.
Okay. Well, when you find your father, Liam Neeson...
I knew your father was Liam.
Yeah,
Liam.
He's like stuck in like a computer program that's like stuck in Pleasantville, and the program running it, in order to, you can either be like creative and get around it to get your father out, or like if you want to be a good person, or you can just do a bunch of evil shit in the program that like loses you more moral points or whatever.
I was just off Oblivion, so Fallout never did it for me. It was hard. I played it, but like never. It was hard.
You're a child, and you
I was just responding to Chris.
Child-sized KKK costume with a knife.
The only one I like.
Murder everybody. Yeah. Also, I'm enjoying this moment here, Chris. Just hanging.
He's just parkouring.
I'm looking.
Hardcore parkour. Here's one thing I'm a little bit concerned about right now. Is if you head into the party dressed like that, that's where all of the people who know that you're not are at.
It's true.
Little do we know, like Chris is like 5 seconds from disaster. As soon as he goes outside, he's actually forgotten it in the game. It just gets fucking blasted. Yeah, I remember like, I knew how long it took you because we were gonna like, oh, we'll watch a video after I record this, and I was like, holy fuck, Chris is taking forever. And I kept on checking the stream to see if you were still going, but like literally for 1 second. So like I get like brief snippets of you like walking down a staircase in a suit with non-target killed, and I was like, okay.
Just trying to gauge what he wants to do here. That by the looks of it.
Ryan, there's a winch there. If he sent that winch down, how pizzazzy would that be?
That's a pretty pizzazzy move.
Okay. Chris, you gonna do it? Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. That's some pizzazz.
Then he drops just for the fun of it.
No. Not for the fun of it, Ryan. You know why he did it.
I mean, if someone could see him, but I mean, come on.
We saw him.
You're right. But we saw him whether he dropped or not.
He did it for pizzazz.
Do it for the pizzazz.
Look at that.
Bat slide.
That was a pretty good slide. Got some more rat poison. Got a wrench.
What's with firefighters and slides? Poles that they slide down. I don't get it.
Their night job is that they're strippers, so they get practicing. Ooh, the people.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the room that you can't get into. There's like 2 guys outside of it.
Listen. There's no you can't get into any room in Hitman.
I'm sorry, when I say you can't get into, by conventional means, Ryan.
I mean, you can get into any room.
Obviously.
Although there was a staircase that, actually a room and a staircase that I wasn't able to figure out how to get into, so.
Oh, so not anything then.
Are you okay? Can I get
By that I mean like no conventional means, as in like I looked at scaling, but it was like and the door, but it could have been just like locked off because of the version of this level. Like there's a couple of areas obviously that we noted that
like
were,
if you want to try to get into the consulate, like you just can't get through like those places or whatever. Like, it's just like the revolving door things with spikes.
Yeah,
they're just like closed. And you just, that's it.
Yeah, the school's all boarded up.
Yeah. Because this is not a night for learning. This is a night for murdering.
I hate my life at this point.
Yeah, I can tell.
At this point, Hitman's just sitting there, Agent 47's just sitting there thinking, my name's Ezio Auditore de Firenze.
No, I'm the handyman. Bob the builder.
I am climbing.
Can he murder it?
Yes,
With
he can.
a wrench.
Wrench murder. I mean, the amount of new serial killers. There needs to be a serial killer verse. I mean, it needs to be its own universe. The question is then who wins? Because you can't just have all bad guys. You have to build up the roster of villains, of serial killers. Who would you then have to stop them? Would you just then bring in your cavalcade of action stars?
Did you guys ever see the show Ultimate Warrior?
You know, I sent her a mail.
Or not Ultimate, what was that called?
Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, that one.
Ultimate Ninja Warrior?
Yeah.
Is it Ninja
That's like
Warrior?
an obstacle. It's like
No,
an
not
obstacle
that.
Force? Okay, hang on.
No,
real
what's
quick.
it called?
Can we talk about that? When there was one episode where somebody was about to do their run, and then this naked guy just like ran in front of him and just went on his run
I
instead.
haven't seen enough of it to know that, but that's ridiculous.
It's pretty great.
What are you thinking of, Chris?
I'm trying to find I'm Googling it right now. Deadliest Warrior.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
Do
Yes, I
a
have.
Deadliest Warrior style but with serial killers. Like, big ones.
I
Was that
enjoyed
like
the-
historical
yeah,
fighters against each other but recast?
Yeah, and then they would
Yes.
like it was like a shitty video at the end. It was like,
But, so they would try out like blunderbusses, for example, on like dummies and stuff, and
yeah, it's like,
basically graded based on
we
how well
definitely
it killed.
have to give the edge here to Genghis Khan over.
I actually liked that show, man.
I like
It just got stupid after a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I want what you're talking about, Chris, but except campier, so that instead of it just being like a documentary style, it being like movie magic style fight scene version of it, and then
So-
they just pick a winner.
We're back at the party.
Yep.
I'm thinking maybe he's on a loop at this point, and that he comes back here. Because I have literally no idea.
Yeah, have you not decided to try to do anything about her yet? The one you think-
No.
Is that Sam Drake? Is that Sam Drake just sitting there?
Oh, Ryan, have you been playing Uncharted 4 lately?
Just sitting there with that lady at the bar?
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking pimp. Dude, Sam Drake is a great character. Can we just? Voiced by
There was a
one of the
giant
most
giant
talented voice
conversation I was following of people
I
who were really passionate about Sam Drake, for and against. Some people think he was the worst character in
I'm so
this
sorry.
franchise.
Dude,
I think he's
he's the best voice actor in the franchise. Sorry, Nolan North, but Troy motherfucking Baker, my boy.
Troy Baker wouldn't even be anywhere if it wasn't for Nolan North.
Wait, how did you
Nolan
get
North
started?
is the first Troy Baker.
Oh, like the one who like paved the way for like the industry as a whole, you mean?
Yeah, there was no such thing as a leading man. You wouldn't have that in games. People just worked. And
What
then
is your
Nolan
guys'
North came in,
favorite Troy
and then
Baker
became the leading man. And then Troy Baker was like, you know what? I also have a good voice.
Wait, Chris, do you say who's my favorite Troy Baker character?
I have a personal favorite.
As do I. It's Air Force Gator.
Ocelot? Oh. That's true. I'm an Ocelot guy, man.
Lick my asshole. Can we do that like a little bit slower?
Oh God, no. Oh wow, we're gonna go back. Oh, Chris. So Chris, he's got tattoos on his face. I don't know if you see.
Oh, I noticed.
You'll definitely know when you see him.
Deadly blood sports, and
He's running the Surrey Holy Blue.
Okay,
Holy
Ryan,
Blue.
Ryan,
why he is
give your
American.
best,
Holy
hang on,
Only that
give
he
your
is
best
somewhere in
honest
the
effort
city
of how you think
centre.
that is pronounced.
You will
in
need to
French.
locate him on the ground and engage at your discretion.
Soleil Holy Blue.
Is that your
The
real best
client
effort?
requires that in addition
that's
to
how it is.
eliminating the target,
Soiree
Soirée
horrible.
you require his
Soirée
client
horrible.
list.
You can say
The
Bleu.
target's personality. He
She
is
said Bleu.
unlikely
She did not
to
say
manage
Bleu.
such matters himself.
I'm sorry,
so
which
you
one of
will
us
need to
speaks
discover
French?
its location on site.
I'm only replicating what I hear other people say.
Well, she's
Period.
British, so there's a whole channel between them. I have like
Yeah,
not
so
even a
she's
whole
more
province.
proper than you because we all know British people are proper.
Okay, I'm not
Just
French.
ask Lynch. We our British compatriot.
Who's Lynch?
Yeah. Agent
Agent, yeah.
Agent
Lynch,
Ram.
No,
Yeah.
no. Lynch is
Agent
our guy.
Ram.
Lynch is our guy in the chair.
Don't hesitate to let me know if you change.
No, he's Agent Ram.
Chris.
Good reference, Kyle.
Thank you. Guy in the chair.
Yeah, that
He's
that-
easily one of my favorite characters in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's great. What are you doing in here?
Yeah, for those who are watching this right now, if you have not seen Spider-Man: Homecoming, go see it.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed. Especially if you're a fan of what was it, John Hughes movies.
And especially
Yes.
if you like Michael Keaton, because he is great in it.
Yep. Spoiler. There's something.
If you don't
there's
know what a
something
John Hughes
avian,
movie is, people,
like
it's like Breakfast Club,
the
Ferris
Rat Pack
Bueller,
movies. Yeah.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
What is
Ferris-
Michael Keaton not good in these days? He put down
Homecoming
the
definitely
Jack-
channeled a lot of those 80s high school-y type.
Well, there was even
He,
that, like,
he
that
put
Ferris
down
Bueller scene
Jack
that was
Frost
fucking
and went
great.
for these roles.
John Hughes died.
Oh man,
didn't he?
Jack. I think so.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about Jack Frost, the movie where he dies and comes back as a snowman.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad.
It's so bad. Except
Terrible.
here's the only thing I remember about that movie. There's two things. Because I was a kid. No, there's one where like his like son's like just trying to clear the snow.
Yeah, he died in 2009, by the way, John Hughes.
Okay. His son's like trying to
By a
clear
heart
out
attack.
the driveway with a snow shovel,
Yeah.
and then he looks and the shovel was like branded by his father, and then he just starts like shoveling it like really hard because he's upset. And then there's like the
Have
bully
you ever-
who's like picking on the kid when he like tells him that he's like, my dad's actually a snowman. And he's like, well, I guess I'll believe you. He's like, why? He's like, yeah, snow dad's better than no dad. And I was like, oh, even as like a kid, I was like, that's a terrible fucking line.
There was a ridiculous campy horror movie that was the same premise as that, except the snowman was the murderer, the man who turns into the snowman, and then he murders and rapes people with his carrot.
Ew. Okay, can we not?
It's ridiculous.
Michael Keaton. Just, you know what?
Was that Michael Keaton wasn't in that one,
Okay.
but it had a similar name. Like I think it was like Jack Frost's when there was like a Z instead of an S or something.
hang on.
They were
Ryan.
hard.
I just thought of something here. We were like, oh, they should have like horror movie villains in the.
That guy's in
games.
there. He's for sure
You
in
know
there.
that they're no, Ryan. They already did that in the real game. Oh, Chris got an achievement at some point.
It might have actually been my low battery.
Oh, okay. That was scary. I wasn't ready for that. It was like,
I was so confused when I saw that.
yeah.
So, by the way, I noticed some security out front. So
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
I'll
oh,
go around the
maybe.
outside. I like it. Ryan, in this game, in
Coins.
Colorado, Michael Myers is there.
As who? Cat in the Hat?
No, Michael Myers, the.
Oh,
that
okay,
would- oh,
there's a
okay.
movie we are never talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Myers. Oh, yeah. He is.
Yeah, Ezra Berg is Michael Myers.
So.
Okay, right.
I don't want to spoiler Sons of Anarchy season 2 here, but Chris, you've seen Sons of Anarchy.
Seen it all with your bud.
Yeah, so it's been out for long enough now. How do they open, like, we're on season 3 now, but how did they open that episode with, like, it's relevant to Mike Myers, Kyle, because people wear Mike Myers masks when they do something awful, and you're just like, holy crap,
Hang
that
on.
was, like,
The
literally
guy in
the
the mask
openest
is-
season.
Is called Michael Myers, right? Not Mike Myers. Mike Myers
Yeah.
is the actor, right? Okay. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just.
I mean, Michael Myers, listen, you know what I mean.
Okay, no, I was making
But,
sure because there's a famous Mike Myers, so it's a fair question.
Yeah, there is.
All right, so Chris has got
Okay.
a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's take. A peek
But yeah,
around here.
Chris, that was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous thing.
Oh, okay. So there's people on this other rooftop, but I don't think you have any way to get there as of right now. But I'm intrigued.
But the real question is,
Oh,
how many
okay.
channels do you think they get on that satellite?
Okay, you're now a hostile.
Shit, will you stop fucking acting like a dick? That's what that guy just said.
So I
Chris?
see target
Uh-oh.
lockdown, by the way.
So you
And
know he's
immediately I know he's there.
there. Yeah. Hostile area also. I believe that's.
Look
like,
how I fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
Look how fast I'm out.
you had an escape plan. I saw you set
No.
it up earlier. That was smart. Chris, just take the fucking credit.
Set nothing up. You just going.
So, are you a little bit concerned?
That's how.
at this point?
That's
Because
how
if
you know it's even more pizzazz, Kyle.
Yeah. Hang on, Ryan. Chris, are you a little bit more concerned now because he could be going to any point for target lockdown? You just found him for the first time after an hour and 17 minutes of looking.
No, I wasn't too concerned. Now I wanted to get to the street and see if I could pick him off.
Okay. But like you know how lockdown works in this game. Like he's gonna be surrounded by people.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
But I don't actually have to collect anything necessarily off him.
Well, what if he has the client list? We don't know that lady
I know
has
he
it.
doesn't because he says they'd say literally in the thing
Yeah, I know.
that one of
They
his
do.
people would have it.
I even jotted
I've
that.
watched it about 7 times at this point. Keep in mind.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, remember, we've looped the briefing a few times.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't paying attention to all of them.
I mean, to be fair, like I said, we were talking about this at the start. Marrakesh, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not only does it make getting a costume difficult, but like trying to do that in a way where you can remember where someone is when they have a path, not as easy.
No, but to be fair, that's also a lot of cover.
That said, we were talking earlier about playing on this level, not on this elusive target, and I was mentioning how I had a very clean, cold run. This is the level where I did I don't think I did it completely perfect, but I did do only kill the 2 targets with a sniper in this level. The consulate one's real easy. There's a real easy way to get to the top, and then he just
stares at
walks
the
to the
window,
thing.
right?
Yeah, the first time when you go through that level, I was just like, oh, okay. They're basically just setting him up to be killed with a sniper. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I decided to do it here, because I was like, this would be the least frustrating, because some of the levels it would be, because that's like a challenge on every level, and it's like that's one of the hardest things to do on some levels.
Well, I've done that on a few of them, but I've safe scummed it. Like,
oh yeah, you have to on some of the harder levels.
well, just like at that point you're just going for an achievement, right?
Yeah. There's no shame in safe scumming.
And once you have,
you can't on an elusive target. To be fair.
Actually, there's shame in safe scumming on elusive targets. It's against the rules.
But I don't think you can, is what I'm saying.
You are correct.
Right?
The only thing that
There's
they do
no actual
have
way to do it.
is that if you haven't died yet and you haven't accomplished either objective, so in this case gotten the intel or killed the guy, you can back out and restart at any time, which is a little bit which is like a little against the spirit. I will say up front, I do have to do that at one point, but it's not because I was like scumming it. It was that I ran into a game-breaking bug that wouldn't let me continue.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Well, I don't save that part of the footage because I don't really do much besides wander around for the first like 20 minutes, and then I do end up recreating the moment and without it bugging on me, and I'll explain it when we get to there in my thing because I don't want to spoil what happens because it's a pretty great moment. Oh, good call,
Good
Chris.
evening, sir.
So like I'll end up like
He's upstairs.
I'll explain that
Come
during the
inside.
time when it becomes relevant. I just
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Do you have a plan?
Yes,
Mr.
I do,
Giggles
actually.
himself.
You're holding the wrong weapon if you're trying to kill him.
My whole plan was I was gonna let him get back up top.
Okay. I was thinking you were gonna go for the street kill. A street kill,
No,
I
it's
think,
too
would
much
be-
around.
Yeah,
Way
that-
too much around.
That would be pretty pizzazzy, though. That's all I'm gonna say.
It would be, but I was at this point focused on killing.
Yeah.
That doesn't say I don't do it with my own flair pizzazz, but
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering why everyone fuck, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm wondering why everyone was suspicious but you're dressed as a security guard, so that kind of makes sense.
It was only one guy that was suspicious.
No, it was
No,
every
they're
security
both.
guard there, and the ones who were like went back
No,
upstairs with them.
there's 2 on beside the door. The one on the left was, the one on the right was not.
I believe the one on the right was still. I saw both.
No,
ones.
I only saw a dot over one.
Chris, did you see
Maybe I
both?
was mistaken.
I think
Yeah,
I think
they
you
were
were
both.
right, I'm sorry.
they were both
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that every security guard that's around actual him is suspicious because this game has good eye.
Most, not all.
No, this game is good.
That guy is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh. Can you even do this? Oh, Chris.
Absolutely, you can.
Hang on, that's not good. Isn't that him
That's not
up
him.
there, though?
Bang.
No, but he was up there, right? He was the guy on top.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned that it wouldn't kill him.
A headshot?
From a distance. I wasn't sure about range on those things.
Alright.
And I also was not 100% sure that was him.
Oh,
I have a smaller TV, so it was kind of...
Okay.
That wasn't him, though.
No, the one he killed was not him. The other guy that was visible, I think, was
But
him.
now I wanted to pull him out,
So you could shoot him
so I
from there?
could shoot it from here.
Yeah, because you saw a silhouette there, right? He's got like you can see the silhouette of the hat.
Man, I'll tell you right now, he runs really fast. I could
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. The pistol at a distance shot is actually super effective when nobody knows you're there because they'll stop, so you can just line it up. But when they are running to or from you, it suddenly becomes a lot harder to kill someone
Although
at
you know
range
what?
with a pistol.
Nobody's on that rooftop right now. Oh, sorry, one guy's on that rooftop right now. But like, one guy could very easily become 0 guys. Are you thinking that here, Chris?
I made me think of that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe I'm not thinking.
I think you're thinking it. I know my boy. I've trained you well. You reviewed the footage in Hokkaido, and you've learned how to elude.
Here's the thing, though. Like, this guy doesn't suspect me at all, so I was like,
no, because this guy's not a. Oop.
Oh, I want some more bricks.
8 bricks, 9 bricks. Yeah, just in case there's 8 guys coming at you and you miss
Someone who
one.
plays computer games and
Really need
blogs
that
about them. I hate those guys.
Okay.
I mean, he's allowed to be there.
Better take his money. Well, he's compromised.
Like, he's not trespassing.
No, but
Yeah, but only the people who are suspicious is the thing. That's why you can walk by these guys.
Right.
Like,
no, but I mean, the other security
like,
guys know he's not a security guy. When they do eventually come
yeah,
back, he's gonna.
that wouldn't be the case if he wasn't compromised too. I should note. Only some security guards
Only
would
a
notice
monster
him
could've
if he
done
wasn't.
I think
if he wasn't
maybe.
compromised.
I don't think any of these guys actually know. Oh, I think I know what you're gonna do here. I think that these guys actually would, Ryan. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I feel like these guys all know that you're not legit security because, like, it's supposed to be a little bit harder. It's an elusive target.
Yeah. But I mean, like, not every bodyguard in the level, but like
No,
they
but
would
every
be now
bodyguard's-
because compromised. Because I think compromise in the costume does make it
No, it's
a little
just,
more.
it's just orange people who
difficult.
like would notice you outside of the ordinary. But like security
But he's
guards can, like,
compromised.
Right. But it's only
His
only
costume's
with, only with the orange people.
compromised.
Only orange people will. That's all that matters. If he technically killed
No,
every
because
orange person,
there's some
hang on,
people who weren't orange. No, there were some people who weren't orange that had dots over their head.
Yeah, but those people would already have been
Like that guy
suspicious
right
anyway.
there.
Those people would have already been suspicious anyway. I'm 100% certain of it. If you kill every orange person with a costume, you will no longer be compromised in said costume, assuming nobody sees you killing. You know what I mean. That is 100% true. So these guys, I think, will all know that you're not security because
Well, not all of them. No,
all the security
the
guys.
waiter.
Does anyone know
the
who's
security
dead
guys.
person?
You said these guys when you. I thought you were
Okay,
talking
I meant
about
all
the
of these
rooms in
security
front.
guys because there's like 10 security guys and 2 other people.
Yeah, that security guy
That's
doesn't
our
have a
boy.
dot over his head.
That wasn't a security guy. That
Oh no,
was Mr.
that's the
Giggles.
target.
That's Mr.
Yeah.
Giggles.
No
Chris,
wonder he wears the same outfit, except for he's got a baller hat.
And a face tattoo.
Listen, yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
is this the moment?
No, because he walks away. And I don't know why. And I was like, why are you walking away? Like, come on.
You
I was like,
I can
for what
see your
reason?
frustration.
He's out. He's out.
I think it's because they were dragging the body away and like the room's not clear or whatever. But like I don't know why he came back up here in the first place yet. But hey, you did shoot that one guard.
Man, I didn't hesitate on that one. Yeah, I was just like,
No, I think you could have killed him from there though. Like that would have been done.
maybe, but I was not 100% sure it was him.
You know what, Chris?
And I also was thinking I could get into a better position here.
Do you know what you're never gonna be 100% certain of?
What?
Pizzazz. Are you just gonna shoot him from the top of the stairs here? That's pretty pizzazzy.
That would be pizzazzy, but there's also stupid pizzazz.
Yeah, but if it works, it's the best. That's the best kind of pizzazz, but it's the riskiest kind of pizzazz as well. Right, Ryan? You are our
Kyle's
Resident
getting
Evil
it.
expert. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going for it. Yeah, if the dangerous gambit is obviously a dangerous gambit, but if you succeed on a dangerous gambit,
It's
like
a
a million pizzazz meter, you level up.
And Chris, if you do end up shooting him here, I want to know what your catchphrase is. So start thinking of one now, assuming that you killed him, and say it right before as you're pulling the trigger. Okay?
Okay.
Local families are unwilling
Oh no, is this the moment?
to put for a great deal of money.
I'm disappointed.
I think he's just
I
listening to
wanna-
the conversation for funsies.
I was.
They will be
Hey, I do that lots.
frustrated if
Oh.
they can't.
Conversations
Well,
are
I
great.
think we can agree that Mr. Giggles is probably going to die.
Well, listen,
Chris
it'd be
is
kind of hard
probably
to see if he could screw this up here, but
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he
Listen.
gets out. I'm saying that he doesn't even finish both objectives if he kills Mr. Giggles.
I don't
no, but I mean he could screw up killing him here unless he
Are
pulls the
you
trigger
not
right now. There we go.
There is a
That crime is
social
noticed,
event
Chris.
taking place in the VIP lounge.
Now the question is, were you going for Maximus there or CM Punk?
Maximus, sure.
It's clobbering time. Straight shot.
Wow. Punk used that line too. Right post pipe bomb promo. I loved it. It was one of the best lines of all time.
It's a pretty good moment. Okay.
Oh, he sits down. Are you not entertained? And then he just drops. Oh, what a good time.
Well, he's dead. Mr.
Wow,
Giggles,
the entertainer
we'll give him a little
entertainer
more.
is entertained. He's been entertained. Well, maybe Chris, you need to watch that dossier again. We'll just watch that file briefing.
I was expecting to just go into it.
It's true. Maybe I should.
That guy is kind of a dumbass.
Well, the great eye is just weird. There's a guy over on that other place who's just looking suspicious. Oh, well, the boss is dead. I'm out.
Yeah.
He's downstairs, clearly.
Ryan,
He shot him from downstairs through the back of the head.
I'm gonna make that a rule for you too. If you get your kill, I want you to when we do it, I want you to give a cool line. I'm not saying. Hang on. We may not have to think about this. Again, I don't actually know if you succeeded or not. But I want a cool line
no comment.
Yeah, of course. But you have to give one if you go for it.
No
and
comment.
I will do the same should it be necessary.
No comment. Like Mark Furman, I plead the fifth.
So what are you doing now, Chris? Are you just like hanging out?
Just chilling.
To be honest, I was kind of making sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay. Are you not worried about security guys coming up here to look for him?
No.
Wouldn't like eventually someone's gonna come looking for his body? Like
I really was not worried. I don't know.
Okay.
I watched my mini map a lot, so.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, as long as you boot up the thing, Kyle, like the detective vision, you can see people coming up the stairs.
Yeah. But
You have time to a setting like that, like on these rooftops, you can actually shimmy around and get out pretty easily.
yeah. Only if he sees him coming, because if he gets stuck there and they're already on the same floor as him, like the time that he's like hanging from the ledge, if they have an assault rifle, he's fucked. Like by the time he's like hanging on the ledge and then tries to climb up it, he's probably dead at that point. So at that point, he would have to shoot his way out. But assault rifle versus pistol. I haven't played rock paper scissors assault rifle pistol recently, but I'm pretty sure the assault rifle beats pistol. That being said.
Depends who's wielding it.
That being said, that was a medium pizzazz kill, Chris.
It was okay.
I wanted to go
Set
for
it
the
up.
high.
He got the shot. Yeah, he got the
I
shot.
think more the setup was more pizzazzy than.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like I'm.
Hey, to be fair though, I didn't take out everyone on the roof. I just shot him with people there. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what medium pizzazz. Wasn't low pizzazz. Wasn't high pizzazz.
At this point, I just want to get the kill.
Medium's
I'm just
fair.
spending so much
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Medium pizzazz kill. Nothing wrong with medium.
Unless you like your stuff well done.
Well, then you're a fucking monster.
Well, I mean, like chicken, I can understand.
Well, that doesn't count. You don't have an option.
Yeah, well,
It's well done
I mean,
or salmonella.
I'm burnt. I'm okay with burnt.
Oh,
Hey,
Chris,
what's
they're
up?
not gonna let you in the front door.
Yeah, I need to see an
I wasn't
invite.
sure because I picked up a key.
Yeah. I think it's an
I
actual
wasn't-
key.
Oh, I know. But I was silly.
Okay. Oh, the rest.
Hey, the backseat game and still, man. Chris, even when you have already made the mistake, what are you doing? Jeez.
Let's just make sure.
For posterity's sake, Ryan.
Yeah, that next time you do this once in a lifetime activity, man, you will definitely know.
No, I'm just saying for posterity in case somebody's confused. Like this is the case. So they're like, oh, when did you go pick up a key?
I will admit, at this point, I wasn't 100% sure it was her.
No, of course you're not 100%
I thought,
sure.
because, I mean, she just had a phone. And, I mean, that's not necessarily always.
No, but that is
a
your
lot.
best lead at this point. No, it's definitely
I will-
a block.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Well, here's
kind
the
of
thing.
looking
I was
around.
noticing this. I wasn't able to find anything that gave intel in the level. So I was just sitting there going
actual,
like
physical intel. Yeah.
like in the menu. So there were times where like like Chris, I swear I picked up something that was like someone dropped, and then it's like you go into the intel, it's not there, and then I went into my inventory, can't find it, and I'm like, what?
I think I know
What?
exactly what you're talking about, Ryan.
And I'm like, so what do I do then with this non-information? Like I legitimately think they threw a bunch of red herring stuff in this level
Yeah.
to make this whole task a little bit more difficult.
I don't remember why I was running around so much.
How's it going?
Just to get the feel of it. I did a
Well, I might have been trying to find a costume. I can't remember.
Yeah, because you're.
I think that's why I was
Oh,
checking the map.
I think I know what you're. Okay, I thought you were gonna go to the briefing again.
Yeah, they had the
Why would I do
iPad
that?
shuffle.
You have to kill this guy you already killed. And
PDA,
also-
personal what? Personal.
details,
Personal
system,
data.
public display of
Assistant?
affection.
Yeah,
I assume just personal data assistant.
Probably
Jinx,
data.
Portable
drinks,
display.
Jinx, Kyle, you owe me a wolf cola.
Portable delay
Where am I gonna
assistant.
find a wolf?
Display assistant.
Call Frank. He's got him on sale. $6.66 and 69 cents a can.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah,
Hello,
I
Danny
don't know what's
DeVito.
happening. Yeah,
Can I
hi.
get a wolf? You know what the worst part is? Is for that gag.
Well, I think I went to
picked
the
up my
washroom,
phone.
man.
Chris,
I'm sorry, man. It was a longer one than I expected.
I'm sorry.
Well, listen, we need to retrieve the sorry horrible guest list. Sorry.
I actually
Sorry,
did,
horrible.
I actually did have to help Alex with something during it, so I had to pause and cut out 10 minutes of my stream. But obviously, I knew what happened, so I.
By the way,
oh, here we go. I knew what happened, so I just cut out a video
And
from.
operates an underground circus called the
obviously, in
case you
Soiree
guys
of
forgot the
Ludicrous.
story.
Yeah.
Attractions include
What are we doing
fights,
here?
deadly
We're,
blood
fighting
sports,
animals.
Oh,
and other
right,
horrible
Mr.
sports.
Giggles, uh-huh.
Choreographed violence.
We
Well,
are
Mr. Giggles is
uncertain
dead.
why he is in Marrakesh, only that he is
So,
somewhere in the city
assuming this is a
centre.
3-point
You will
system,
need to
you get 1
locate
point
him
for
on the
killing Mr.
ground
Giggles, a
and
second point
engage
for
at your
the,
discretion.
for
It should be
giving
simple
intel
enough to
from
spot, at least.
that.
The client
or whatever.
requires that
It-
in
the
addition
third
to
point is getting
eliminating the
out.
target, you also
Listen,
require
it's a
his
good thing that he had a
client
medium
list. Given
pizzazz
the
finishing
target's
kill because
personality, he
his
is
planning
unlikely
phases and
to manage such matters
Hey,
himself.
Like a possessed-
My
So you
planning
need to
phase
discover
is
its
thorough
location on
and
site.
helpful to the
Clock is
average
ticking,
viewer.
47.
Your pizzazz.
Yeah, that's-
your planning phase is about as pizzazzy as the Vancouver
certainly
Canucks
not
are in
really
the playoffs right now.
it's certainly not really professional.
Ben, a
that's
true
okay.
professional is as prepared as he can be.
Before he gets to the mission.
No, not always. Sometimes things
yes,
change, man.
yes,
No,
yes.
Things can change.
I got some dark news for you. I've read books by actual people who've
Man, the last thing you want to do,
admitted to doing horrible things.
the last thing you want to do is kill someone you didn't mean to kill.
Yeah, that's one thing
to
we can say
Kyle's
about
point.
Chris.
To Kyle's point, in real life, there's zero pizzazz.
Hey, listen, that's what Kyle was just about to say.
Yeah, Chris. To Chris's point, Chris's defense, he has killed nobody that wasn't absolutely necessary on this mission so far.
Exactly.
I disagree, but okay.
Name one person that he didn't have to kill, Ryan, who didn't deserve it.
How many people did he
the
stab?
white suit guy?
Yeah, the lady that he just snapped her neck because she spoke
I
too
thought-
loudly.
Who was that?
She were going up the stairs to her business, and then you dumped her in the, and then you snapped her neck, and Kyle went, "It's a good thing to snap necks." We all agreed snapping necks is a good thing.
I don't remember saying that.
That was a dude. It was a dude in
Yeah,
a bodyguard.
You all were engaged in that conversation, so
Yeah,
you
but
could
they
say
were
all you
all
want.
bodyguards, Ryan. All three of them.
No, there
were.
was a bystander who happened to be, because in one of the shops there's actual shopkeepers in there. If you remember correctly, the guy's berating her before you could do anything.
I
don't remember
killed
this.
her.
I'm not saying it
killed
didn't
you.
happen. It's on tape if it happened. I'm not saying that it
I
didn't. I'm
killed
saying I
three
don't remember.
bodyguards. I don't remember killing her.
I remember that as well. And that's when I remember saying, snapping necks is a good thing when you kill
Also-
the third bodyguard, right? Wait, what? Why did that just happen?
I thought I was completely in the clear, so I was very confused when that happened.
Oh, was that guy the one guy? Did he just decide to go inside now?
Apparently.
Where'd he go? I don't know, man.
Well, to be fair,
Could be. You know what? He
There's
could
another
be
door.
legitimately anywhere.
there's another door.
We
Well,
don't
Chris?
know. He could be anywhere.
Wait, are you in your summer suit or are you in the bodyguard
Yeah.
suit?
In Somerset.
Oh, well, you're fucked.
Yeah, the other door is closed, Kyle, and you would have heard it open or close.
Well, not if it was quick when the door was still closed. You wouldn't have heard it open and close.
I don't.
We gotta get out of
I
this,
would've.
guys.
I mean,
no
out of
summer
this box.
suit, no
yes.
bodysuit.
You know what, Chris? There's other people who can get into that party besides just you.
It's true.
There may not
You
be
are now
guest,
hunted,
but you are super hunted.
and everyone is
So
orange.
You're done, with this costume now. That was a blow.
Honestly, and the funny thing is, I remember Hitman visioning before going in, maybe a minute before, and no one was suspicious.
Yeah, I'm actually.
So I was
wasn't expecting
very
that.
confused by that. I didn't expect it.
If I was a viewer, I'd go back and watch to see what happened. Because we're not going to do that obviously, but I would at this point as a viewer, I'd go back and be like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm pretty in shit, right?
Are you holding the gun? Is that why?
No.
Are you sure? I think you might have been holding the gun.
No, because look how many people are still. No, I was not.
No, well
holding
now
it,
they're all
'cause I should've-
suspicious.
Yeah.
I think that you might have been holding the gun still.
Maybe I don't think I was though, because I ran through a whole bunch of people to get there.
I think when you were changing, you might have taken it out or something.
Also, that bodyguard suit looks pretty good.
Oh my god, wait. Oh, 'cause they all left. I mean, you're definitely not out of the woods. Things could... Why? Are you just gonna shoot her and go? Chris.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Sam Drake. He's just chilling again. He didn't leave his chair. A little kerfuffle doesn't cause him to leave his chair.
Dude,
So that part there right confused me. Because it said eliminate on her. And I was like, wait a minute, is it her? Why does it say eliminate?
Because you would go up and shoot her in the back of the head.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
but,
so when you... Yeah,
it
you
threw
didn't
me
know that
off
at the time.
because I was like, target's eliminated. Like,
Did you
kind
shoot
of
her?
thing.
Please tell me you didn't. Yeah, now it says subdue. Please tell me you just shoot her and she's not the person. Oh.
Man, that would be great. That would be great.
That would be pizzazzy as fuck.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay, well that was
It's okay.
kind of cock. Oh, Chris, they're all coming back.
Wait, man, are we clear?
I was like,
Chris is like, tactical retreat.
You know what? Turn the just flood the sink. That's what you should do.
Oh, you know what? You know what you could do?
At this
if you wanted
point,
to
you should
clear
have
out
pulled the
room.
fire alarm.
That's what I was just about to say. Could have pulled the fire
I know.
alarm.
I literally was just thinking that's what you're gonna say because it's like, what would a backseat gamer say at this exact moment?
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up,
wait.
Ryan. I'm not a backseat gamer. I'm the master assassin.
Yes, you are.
Well,
you
Chris,
believe you have the meta-analysis
To
to
the
everything.
box.
It's okay.
Because I'm the smart one.
I was in the room before combat happened too.
You don't have a Dennis Reynolds going on. Not at all.
And now look at all the orange people.
Oh, what the hell was that?
What was that?
That was my roommate.
Ah,
He yelled sup.
are you sure?
The question is, can Chris get out of this jam? I gotta turn the
Tune
light
next
on.
time on Dragon Ball Z. No, are you sure that was your male roommate? Because that was a very, very high-pitched voice. It might have been your female roommate.
No. That is not physically possible.
Okay.
Because I only have a single roommate as of current.
Okay.
For temporary.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't gonna start asking like weird personal questions. I thought like, but just he was very high pitched. So, but I think that's what
What's
he's
up?
going for. That was a pretty good.
I think what he
cameo.
wants to know what's up with Chris's run.
Yeah. He's been watching, right? You've been streaming it upstairs.
We're getting building tension here. So I guess what I'm doing.
Well, like Chris is at a bit of a
It's
crossroads
so thick
here.
you could cut it with a knife.
He like the only two costumes he's found so far that can get in there are both orange as fuck. Up until this point, right?
Yeah, basically. And at this point, I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, I have to not only get her out and kill her,
You
or
have to
not only
run
do I
up
have to
her.
kill her, I have to pick up something off of her.
Yeah, but
If I'm assuming it's her too, right?
Yeah. You could just kill her, run up to her body, and then there's just nothing there.
Part of me wanted to grab an assault rifle at this point again and just shoot
here's
everyone.
what I want to know: how sure were you at this point that you needed to even find the PDA on a person?
I was pretty sure.
Okay.
He's watched the briefing about 7 times, Ryan.
Again, the briefing says one of his people would be handling it.
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
was
but does that
pretty-
mean does that mean that they have it, or does that mean maybe it's in their room?
Well, he also has seen. We
I
got
worked
a
under
pretty
the
good view.
assumption she had it.
That woman was carrying a PDA. Whether or not it's the right
But
PDA.
the image
wasn't
they
really-
show in the briefing shows the PDA like sitting on a bed.
Yes, but that PDA looked very similar to the phone PDA that she was carrying around.
Handyman. I'm gonna fix some people. Fix some faces.
Yeah. Are you gonna sneak into the costume or the party just as a handyman? You just went through a person.
Hey!
You just faced
maybe
through a
the pipe.
person.
Maybe the pipes are broken.
It's like a
I feel like
porno
a
now.
special party.
Handyman
mode.
is a
Kinda weird.
Swedish plumber. He's here to fix your pipes. Anyway,
What the fuck was that?
also a Sunny reference. When
I
the
don't
gang
remember.
gets trapped in the house. Back
Yes!
inside the show.
I forgot. It's a pretty good moment.
Indeed.
Oh, are you gonna try the same thing you did before with a run back out? Because trespassing, remember, you don't get like fucked immediately.
Oh.
Wait, what? Handyman can
Yeah.
get in there?
I couldn't believe it.
Dude, he needs to. Of course, a handyman can go
I-
anywhere.
Couldn't believe it when that
No,
happened.
Ryan, a person with a
It ain't
clipboard can go
about a
anywhere.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Friendly neighborhood handyman
Handyman.
goes wherever a handyman can.
noticed that my
I couldn't believe it when I got
Spins his
into
web
Handyman.
any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the
Spins
handyman.
the toilet whole again and again.
Just
That's
backwards in
Be careful
Australia.
next time.
the only person that's suspicious of the handyman on this map in general
The other
is the
handyman.
other handyman.
And he stays. I'm pretty sure he just stays fixing.
I
that
mean, I will. You know what?
telephone.
This is the one area where I'll give the Hitman AI that credit. Nobody's suspicious of a handyman because no one wants to do the job. There's so few of them, and you're just like, no one would do. You're a handyman. You're gonna go fix something.
Yeah, you know what? A handyman standing in the middle of a party, like acting like he belongs to that high class party. Medium to high pizzazz, Chris.
Thank you. It was ballsy just to run in there with that costume.
Medium
though,
to
I
high.
don't-
Closer to
See,
medium.
Kyle, I don't know if they'd actually notice the handyman, like at all.
That's the point, though.
I feel
Ryan.
like it's one. Yeah. But what I mean is, like, I don't think you would stand out in a party. Like, okay, high-end party, right? You're with a
No,
bunch of friends. It's
right,
like,
but they won't let
no,
him-
I'm just painting a hypothetical here for you.
Oh, sure. Okay.
High-end party, you're rich. You're with a bunch of rich friends. There's like 50 to 150, maybe even 200 people at this party. You're just all just standing there. You notice a handyman standing. Would you be suspicious? Probably not, because you'd assume that guy's doing work.
Nope, I would be
Most
suspicious.
people there don't even talk to him.
Hang on. They wouldn't talk to him, but they'd be suspicious because those parties, those guys tend to be all over the place, behind the scenes. You don't see them. Think about the Paris level,
Not
right?
a handyman.
Do you
Usually
see
be like
the
a waiter.
stylists out on stage?
No, but there's not as many handymans at a party as there'd be
No,
a
you-
stylist. You
but
get
you
one
wouldn't-
handyman for the party. One. To fix one toilet or something.
And he'd be out back.
Say what?
The waiters would be
Yeah,
all
but
over
he
the
would,
place
he,
because
but
they
he
had
would
to
go
interact
through
with
the
people.
place to get out back. So it'd be one of those people that you see, you'd instantly think,
Chris, are you just trying
based
to
on their
coin-
clothing, that they're
coin the woman over
recognizable.
here? Is that
That's
your
like,
plan?
it's like, oh, they can bling.
Part of it.
Be, oh man, did he actually get her?
Oh my god, no
Nice.
fucking way. I don't know if that's her or not. Is that her? Is that the actual right woman?
I don't think so. I think she was wearing pants. That
No,
chick
I'm
has a
pretty sure
dress.
she was wearing a dress.
Oh, really?
This other guy, though.
Oh no. This is the real, yeah.
This guy's not dressed
Hey.
fancy enough for this party. Oh, sunglasses
You
on his
handyman.
shirt. Fuck this
See?
guy.
He doesn't even question the handyman throwing coins.
He has to die.
He's just like, that's a weird handyman throwing coins. What's with the weird triangle? Is that the logo for No Man's Sky just on the door?
Yeah. You
On
know.
the inside of the door only. What? Chris, close the door. See it? You see what I mean?
Chris, close the
There we
door.
go. Boom.
In
Look,
post.
what is that? It's only on that side of the door. It's not on the other side.
Is that the right woman? Oh, that's definitely the right woman, I think. Actually, no, definitely about it. Oh, she's wearing sunglasses. That is the right woman. Chris, you could have just shot her from
I
there.
think she's wearing regular glasses, wasn't she? 'Cause
But I
that
wasn't
also-
100% sure,
Okay,
Kyle.
Chris, you have to kill that guy.
I
Because
was
it's kind of annoying.
I was not 100% sure that was her, so I wanted to try to get her to a safe area.
Well, here
to
she
kill.
comes.
The handyman was actually looking for a little three-way action. He's got a boring life, so
Chris,
he
you
figured
can kill
he'd
them both.
invite
Oh, close the
That
door.
was
Close the door.
exciting.
Close the door.
Back to
Close
the
the
real
door.
world.
Close the fucking door.
She opened it up.
Oh no! You opened it. I think she closed it. You opened it.
Prime
oh my
noticed.
god! Nobody. Oh, they noticed.
Prime noticed. But he's
The
got
risk
the
of
fucking
seeing
guest list, Ryan.
Has expired,
Oh,
and the money
Chris!
is someone. Exit from
Get the fuck out of
Now he
here.
needs to locate the exit.
Yeah. Well, he sees one, but he's getting shot in the back. Oh, man. Oh, Chris, if only you still had the winch to release. That would have been pretty pizzazzy. Dropping a winch as you're like,
That's true.
"Woo, motherfuckers."
So I thought I was good here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, Chris. Chris. I'm actually fucking nervous now. I don't know if you can pull this off or not. Because, like, at this point, like, it's been, like, you could get out, you could just as easily just die. Either option is just as likely at this point. Like, they know where you are. They do not know where you are.
But someone had a bodyguard suit ready for him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bodyguards who know that you're a dick.
So I went back to the...
A dick. Yeah, that's not. That's it. You're just a dick.
Yeah. You didn't actually kill her, did you?
Have you
just-
seen that murdering bodyguard who poses us? What a
I
dick,
did kill
right?
her, Kyle. I snapped her neck.
Just
Yeah,
for-
walkie-talkie.
just for fun
Roger,
afterwards?
Roger. We got that dickhead. He's out there. We think we spotted the dickhead.
Okay, you're just waiting for security to pass by so that you can go again? Is that what's happening?
Mhm.
Oh my god, Chris. Yeah. This is like tense though. This is a tense exit. But you know what tense exits have the potential for?
Completion?
Pizzazz.
That's it.
Potentially.
Potential pizzazz.
Me-
The pizzazz
Yeah, I mean,
potential is high right now.
it's-
The pizzazz
yeah.
potential is high.
What's up, buddy? And then he finds the exit.
ladies and gentlemen.
Dun dun dun.
Just
Indeed.
cracks the door like a handyman would. Just fucking slips out.
Handyman.
Chris?
Agent. So what we've learned is that Agent Revolver is actually a handy fellow.
Yep, he fucking nailed it.
Not
He's
bad.
the most entertaining handyman that you get.
For a while, I really did not feel good about getting that done.
Good
I'll tell
fucking
you
job,
right now.
Chris. Whew.
That is that.
That was some pizzazz.
So we have to grade that, and Chris does not get to participate in the grading for his own run. So
what kind of factors are we going to put in here? Like, pizzazz
like,
is obviously one.
How professional you were, like how much, like if you don't have a plan, you need to then not make many mistakes, if that makes sense. Or if you do make mistakes, like let's assume you go into a situation because Chris was going into a lot of situations. He did develop plans on the fly, which are fine. But if you make a mistake, you kind of have to respond, right? You have to be able to respond. So he was able to do that. There was a little bit of, I'd say, the professionalism problem, mostly because he had to look at the briefing several times. He looked at the menu. He had to get his bearings. There was a little bit in the level where he was kind of figuring everything out before he kind of went into go and react mode. But during that time, he did hit a couple pizzazz points. He dropped the scaffolding down, or the winch for the scaffolding. He got that down.
Yep. He did
know.
shoot that guy in the face. He did strangle a couple motherfuckers.
Yeah, he had a couple of moments. Pizzazz.
I hid in a trunk a lot.
You did hide in front
Yeah.
a lot.
That's a thing. It turns
You
out
did
in this game.
sneak into a party.
That's
pretty pizzazzy.
That's true. What do you think, Kyle, of the run?
So, on a scale of different things,
He completed it too, which like that obviously like you don't have to complete the run to get a good grade. Like maybe you make up for it in a million other ways. But if you do complete the run, it does also
to see if you complete the run.
If you complete the run, you automatically get brownie points because it's like regardless of what you did, you also did it successfully. So
yeah. So I'm gonna say that his pizzazz factor as a whole was a B. And it's not that he didn't have a lot of pizzazz, but his pizzazz per minute was not very high, if that makes any sense, because there was a decent amount of downtime.
There wasn't a big enough pizzazz moment either to bump that to a higher grade, in my opinion.
Right,
like for me, it was a really I'd go B plus for his grade on a pizzazz, only because I felt like he was really close to an A or even an A minus, but there wasn't that big moment that was just like, pizzazz factor.
I'm saying that if he did exactly what he did, but it was in a 45-minute run, that's an A on pizzazz. He had enough pizzazz moments, but it was just he needed a couple more with how long it took.
Combined, yeah. But he didn't. But even with a long run, it really could have been carried if he would have had a big. I feel like that's the case with anything. A big moment, like if we're gonna grade this similar to UFC, you get graded for your strikes, so you get graded for your pizzazz. But if you get a knockdown with a strike, it's a big deal. Same thing here. If you have a really big pizzazz moment, it plays better as a bigger deal.
Yep, I would say that's fair. So I'm gonna say a B on pizzazz. I'm gonna say
I'll go B plus on pizzazz.
Okay, and I'm gonna say that his kill styles technique. Yeah. So his technique on the kills, I'm gonna give both of those a solid A. Shooting that guy in the back of the head after having cleared out the room and just bringing it back up and just shooting that guy with two people on the things, that's a solid way to do it. The A plus assumes that he just shoots him from the rooftop, or if he just sneaks onto the roof and just shoots him without having had to have shot that security guard.
Yeah,
and then with her,
technique, I'm gonna also go with an A.
With her, he either should have killed her outside of the door for more pizzazz, or he should have killed her with the door closed.
That setup on the ledge silence kill over the guard, actually, in my opinion, was his best technique kill. That was
absolutely
legit. Like you could see a real that's what we grade on technique. Would a real professional hitman do that?
Right,
that one kill in particular is like, yes, that's exact. If your target was that guy, that's a kill.
That was why it was so frustrating. Because his target was like 5 feet above him. That could have been his target. He could have done it in that moment.
But the guy was leaning over perfectly to make it like line up in the shot.
Yeah, that was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all in all, I'm gonna give Chris an A minus on this run.
I'm gonna say A minus is a fair grade overall. I gave him a B. Well, I don't know actually. Well, A and a B plus.
And an A. So
yeah, that's fair. A minus. That's the difference.
Yep. And I had an A I had 2 A's because the two kills are separate, and a B. Because obviously those two kills are not related. Each of his kills was an A, and then And then
Yeah, but I mean,
pizzazz
like,
would be-
like in general, the technique's not just a couple of kills, not just the targets. It's everything.
No, but that's heavily weighted towards the targets. The same way that, like, in school, not everything is your exam, but it's still your fucking exam. It's a big deal.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, though. It's a stupid thing, but yeah. We don't need to get into how exams are bad.
Ryan, this is Hitman Academy. What are you talking about? Everything's a
I mean,
school gimmick.
You know what? We've just been schooled.
We have just been schooled. And Chris,
There's a school in that level too, to be fair.
There is. Chris, do you have any final words for your run? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I mean,
how do you feel about upgrading?
You know, I don't disagree. The pizzazz, I think, got a little lost in some of the running around. I don't think looking at the briefings is necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it doesn't play out as well on the stream, but I usually like to be 100% sure I don't miss anything. But I felt like once I figured out where he was, I was pretty quick to finish him off. I could have shot him at that moment, but honestly, in that moment, I didn't realize that was him either, because I still wasn't 100% sure he was up there, because I hadn't actually technically seen him at that point. So, but yeah, I mean, hindsight, I may have tried that kill, but, you know, at the same time, I don't mind being a little safe after I've spent an hour and a half running around and running into fortune tellers and getting into combat, I think 4 or 5 times in that whole video and getting out every time.
Yep. You
So
did do that. You did have
That's
some
fair.
trouble.
still,
fair.
that one moment where I ran into the fucking party right after I killed him, and
everybody, you lit up like a
I was like,
orange Christmas
what?
tree.
No, like I was pissed.
Yeah. I have to say
Ugh.
that if there was no trunk
How about the
in that back
handyman
room,
going to the party was pretty good though.
yeah, that was a pretty good moment. I enjoyed that. I do have to say that if there hadn't been no trunk in that room, I think that run would have been pretty short.
I probably wouldn't have tried all that with no trunk in that room.
Well, I mean, but I think you would have, like, the first time you went in there, I think you would have died.
Well, yeah. But that's like anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying that,
If I
that
don't
trunk saved
have-
your life.
if I didn't
about
have
4 times.
coins, I'm not sure I would have made it out of that
No,
one.
but I mean, like, there was 4 different times where that trunk saved your life.
Also, lockpicks. Perfect example why lockpicks are great.
Yeah, Ryan. Anyway. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for
Manic
Chris's,
laughter.
for Chris's sweet murder. And let's
But
see
this
if,
isn't the end of the episode.
well, it may or may not be, like, depending on how I cut
Let's
them.
see. Oh man, but you're saying it won't be, so you don't want to give away how long things are.
Well, no, at this point,
So
though,
no matter
Ryan-
what, you have to cut something else in here.
Yeah, but so at this point, they would know. If it's the end of the video and the end of Chris's run, they would know that I'm not going to... I may or may not start another run because maybe I die in 15 seconds, or maybe I go on for 2 hours like Chris did. Anyway, thank you all for joining us for this run, and this series will continue in my or Ryan's run.
Which-